this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'm a
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the San Francisco 49ers taking on Josh Allen and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the one.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Jacob Eason.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
The 18-yard line.
Here's Eason off the play fake.
Jacob
And the pressure gets to him again. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun is Eason. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Price. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Number 39.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From midfield, here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Arizona.
How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. But boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Eason, and his pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Over the middle to Smith. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cardinals
operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals.
To number 80.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, you sometimes just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
7.
2nd down. Here's Eason. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Eason to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Eason, and he's going to go down again.
Jacob Eason sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's takeovers 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex. flex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really?
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive.
There he goes right side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Price. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the bootleg. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the route is on here in this first half. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
49ers 14.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
At the 22-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Eason. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Makes the score Cardinals 56.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
26-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number 8.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals add on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
He's not going to get me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Eason over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of prep.
Touchdown, 49ers! Fred Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 75 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Eason. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Eason firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again. Eason. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
2nd down and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Eason going to throw right side here, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school.
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Off the bootleg, Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
34.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Number 39.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, he's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Jacob Eason sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the